And this is the Real Estate Committee meeting. We're doing something a little different now. The folks upstairs who televised for Channel 78 have said that the people at home can see us better if we're sitting in our council seats. So in the future, if it works out, when we have committee meetings, the committee chairman will sit up here. If I'm one of the co-chairs, I'll sit here. If I'm not, I'll sit in the seat of the committee chairperson who wouldn't otherwise be here. And we'll see how it works out. So we're on Channel 78 right now. As far as this council meeting is concerned, this real estate committee meeting, I'm Chuck Lesnick, I'm the co-chair, and to my right is Patricia McDowell, the other co-chair of the real estate committee. And joining us on the real estate committee is Sandy Anabi. Also joining us, but not on the real estate committee, is Joan Gronowski. Both Leo McGloin and John Murtaugh are around. They may be at the Irish Coffee right now. We're celebrating an Irish Coffee, which we always do prior to the St. Patrick's Day Parade. We've also been joined by Dee Barbado, a councilwoman who's not on the committee. We have 3 items that are before us today. The first item, which is the demolition review ordinance. You may have read about it on the Journal News today. We're continuing to deliberate that. There continue to be a few problems with the language that are going back and forth. So the lawyers, in particular Mark Constantine and Christian DiPalermo, will be continuing to do this. We will get a draft out to everybody. I see your button standing up.
I'd just like to note that I received an email from John Larkin, one of our residents, and he asked us to take into consideration some points that he made in an email. So I made 7 copies. I'd like to pass them out to all members of the City Council, not just members of the Real Estate Committee, so that when we have more time we can discuss them and maybe incorporate some of these items into your legislation.
Okay, I haven't actually got that email, but the most important 2 people to get it right now would be Mark Constantine and Christian DiPalermo, because they're drafting it, but we can all circulate that.
Very good, thank you.
Okay, so that remains in committee. The second item is a special ordinance of permission for a Longhouse sanitary sewer connection at 393 Fox Avenue at no expense to the city. This is in Councilman Murtaugh's district, and he was seeking additional information, which he got at around 3 o'clock this afternoon. So he said he had no problem with us releasing this for a vote for next week's meeting. So we're going to release this from the committee for next week. Okay. The next item is the item that I put in with Patricia McDowell last week to make sure that we are continuing on a rapid pace to review the SFC project, but not to do anything incomplete, and to make sure we dot every I and cross every T. And we had originally asked for our consultants to come this week and every week until we got it right. What we decided on Monday instead was that we would be best served by locking our consultants in the room with each other. Basically, HARF and Sicardi shift tomorrow at 10 o'clock. They're going to start, and they're going to put the document up on the screen, and they're going to literally work through each and every concern that they have. And hopefully, by the end of the day, or by the next day, they'll be able to report back to my co-chair, Patricia McDowell, and myself, and we'll have a better sense of where we're going for next Tuesday's meeting. They did ask me to read a statement, which I'm going to read here, and it says, the City Council's consultants have been reviewing the resubmitted preliminary draft environmental impact statement that SFC delivered on February 5th, 2008. The review is to determine whether the revised document adequately addressed the Council's October 22nd, 2007 review, which contained 460 plus comments on the initial submission. The current review is to determine whether the PDAS is complete and adequate to commence its public review. At this time, the Council's review indicates that there are numerous open issues that need further dealing, and the Council has instructed its consultants to immediately meet with SFC's consulting team to review these open items so that the PDAS can be deemed complete and ready for public review. The SFC consulting team has agreed to meet with the Council's consultants beginning on Wednesday morning, February 27th, that's tomorrow. The Council's consultants will brief the Real Estate Committee next Tuesday on its progress. Any questions? Okay, So unless there are any other items or any other comments, that concludes the Real Estate Committee meeting for February 26, 2008. For those watching at home, we will turn it back on when we start the council meeting at approximately 8 o'clock. Thank you.